Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasian.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great.
Here is the Australia Kailasa.
Hi,
How
I'm
can
Anil
I
Thakur.
be
I have
so
come from
lucky
Delhi.
and have a
This is my
happy
first
life
visit to this
in
ashram.
Kailasa?
And
It's a
this
long
has been a
story.
absolute
My name
eye-opener for
is
me because I
Vichi.
never thought
My
I would
guru
come
is
to a
His
place like
Divine
this, or I've come to a place
Holiness
like this.
Bhagwan Nithyananda
From the
Paramashivam.
moment I came here, I've
When
been feeling
since
some
I was
changes
very
around me,
little,
some aura
I
around
already
me.
wonder what
I was there
life
for 3
for.
nights.
I really
And
want
today
to
you
know
see me,
the
I'm
result,
fresh, I'm full of
the
energy, and I
reason.
feel right now I can go on.
A long
and
time
on and
ago,
on
I
like that.
think if
I've
I
done
earn
today's
enough
Padma Puja.
money, I
It
will
has
be
been an
very
experience
happy
where
person.
I can feel
And
something
then life
calm
is
me down,
for
you know, like
happy.
some kind of thing which makes
I
me
tried
more
to
calm,
earn
more
money,
peaceful.
and then
And yet
I
my
really
mind became
rich,
clearer at the same time.
but money didn't
And,
give me happy.
I think
Then I tried to
probably
get
in a way I
the
was
happy
trying to come here
life
because I had no
in
plans of being here
romantic
today,
love.
4 days back.
Then the really
But
romantic
from business
love
meet, 4 days
take
back,
me
I'm here today.
go
That's my
lots
night
of
here.
place.
I've never
Too
felt
many
kind
stories
of
during
calm and
this
peace
time.
in the last
But
nights, 1.5
I
hours sleep.
still don't
so
feel
many
I
years,
get the
no matter how many tablets I
result,
take.
get
And,
the life reason.
I think there is
Then
something
I
in
start
the environment which is
study
very pure
from book,
and this
from
sublime
video,
concept.
from
Everybody I see here
religion,
is doing
in
something
many,
or the
many
other
different
with a
ways.
devotion and absolute
And
selflessness.
when
Like
I
that.
study
The moment I
Buddha,
think I call movement
that
is
time,
something I feel today.
I
with the
really
knowledge I have, is
appreciate
something which will,
Buddha gives so
transcend all
much
boundaries and
intelligence
all
to me
countries
about
and
life.
spread
But
globally.
I don't
like that.
think
And I
study
think everyone
is
should come
enough
together
for me. I
now.
want people,
I'll do my best I can
but
to
I
help out
don't
any
know
way
how.
I can. spread the
who
message, do
can
things, whatever
let me
contribute.
get
And
there.
I think
One day
in one
I
place
find
I'm
the
going to keep
video in
coming now.
YouTube
more and more
introduce Swamiji in
Excellent.
that
That's what I
video.
feel like.
Excellent.
I
I think
suddenly,
everybody I met
my
here
eyes
for the first
open
time,
wide.
who were strangers to me,
I get
and
it.
welcome me with a
He
very
must be
big
my
heart,
guru.
very warm
I can
affection
get there.
like that.
He
Everybody
can
has
let
been
me
helping me with a standing
get
corner. They ask,
what
"Are you all
I
right? Do you
want,
need some help? Do you want
what
something?"
I want to know, and
the
he
entire
can take
experience
me
from the moment
home, real
I
home.
wanted to come here.
This kind of
to
feeling,
I
then
would say like
I
in
start
Hindi,
studying
no obstructions,
from
no obstacles. Just came
Nithyananda
peaceful in
Sangha.
place. I got the bookings, I
One
got
day,
the flight, I got
Swamiji
everything done.
Satsang said
The
he need
pujas
people
which I asked, can I do
devote
some prayers? I was offered
land,
some options.
home,
I chose
money
Puja.
to build up
Bhairav.
Kailasa.
I saw last
Then
night
I
that the most
discussed
powerful
with
pujas
my
one could,
husband, decide to
ever
give
do
the
or
whole
hope for.
farm to
People can't do that.
Nithyananda. That
Radhika,
time, because
who
both
got
of
me
us
here,
believe
introduced me to the
help
place. She told me that her close
Swamiji
friends have
means
been trying month
help
after month after month to come here.
It's a big
And they have
decision.
everything going for them.
Just discuss
all
so short
facilities,
time
they could not
already.
come.
Now,
I did not
decide.
have
I really
3 days back
appreciate
the
my
money to come here.
husband.
3 mornings
loved me
back I
so
had no money to
much,
come here.
and
And somehow from the time I left my
trusted
office
Swamiji so
to meet
much.
Radhika, in that
Soon
time I
here
got
will
some
be
money
big
from some
temple,
totally unheard of
Gokul,
source. They owed money from
Goshena,
long back.
and
I never thought
library.
they would pay up. The people I thought they pay up, they were not
Introduces,
paying me.
my story
But
to
somebody
you, just
from, I don't know why, it's actually
don't
nothing but
give
divine
up any
intervention.
chance to be
Like that.
fountain
And when we
father of
asked, can I come
Kailasa.
here?
It's
It's an okay,
best
most
thing
welcome.
you can do.
Then
to your
then I was offered later on after chose puja, I think that I was told I can stay also in ashram and do more like that. The entire experience is as if somebody or some force is doing something or things, and I've been like kind of brought here. I was destined to be here last night. I was destined to be here today here, the day of these 2 pujas, and the first puja has gone up so beautifully. I feel so different. I not slept 3 nights, I said, and you can see me. I can sleep, not sleep another few nights more, I guess, and
After
go on.
3 days of being awake and up, you're
Yeah.
very fresh and
I'm
alert.
fresh, and
You're glowing.
the kind of experiences I had, the third eye scanning, seeing, I think what they told me about me in the entire life is something. I live my life, I know my life best. I totally forgotten. I never realized that this could be the cause I've been carrying along for so many years, which has made me, change into something I should not have been. I should have been a happier person, more carefree. But some events which today I was told, or reminded of actually, that cleared my mind totally. And today I feel at peace. Yes, now I know what has caused this change in me. And I can go back to myself, being what I was, and what should I have been. That's a huge thing, for me. And I came here, like I said,
And that's after the
after the scanning. After scanning.
The third
The
eye
Pada
scanning.
Puja and the thing. And I said, I came here like a blank page, like a blank canvas. I had no notions, no preconceived thoughts, zero expectations. I didn't know. It's like, jumping off a cliff into the sea, not knowing whether the sea has got rocks or it's got deep, this thing. I don't even know how to swim. Or I just took the leap.
Yes.
Whether it's leap of faith or leap of trust, or I was made to just jump, I don't know, but here I am. And I'm very happy I came here.
Yeah.
I'm very happy I came here.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. What else? I actually would like to know, as the day goes, probably more about the ashram and increase my knowledge. I'll also go on the website and see. But more than that is meet people and interact with them, because you get a lot of aura and energy and positivity which is not there. And I think even if you don't want to, I'm going to be here more often. Like that. I'm feeling something happening to me. As I talk, right now I'm talking, I feel something happening. Something like breaking it, like rearranging, something like making me feel lighter. And all the problems I'm carrying with me today seem to me now solvable. I can solve them, I can overcome them, like that. And I think when I leave this ashram, I would have stepped out as a changed person.
After
Very,
just
very.
one day, just coming.
Not even that. I came at 10 p.m. last night. 12 hours.
12 hours.
That's amazing. And I'm a person, I know nothing about God. I know no puja. I know no mantras. Nothing I know. Yet, I felt so comfortable, as if as they were chanting the prayer, I was chanting them, following their, like copying them, 2 seconds behind. Maybe I did only half, or 40% or 80%, I don't know. But I did that. But I felt some kind of connect and some kind of a tug, or like a pull, like that. And I, today, like I said last night also, I'm 1000% sure that something has brought me here.
Shiva.
Shiva. Or Swami.
Parashiva.
Parashiva.
Swamiji.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's just been lifted. You cannot imagine me if you met me 4 days back. I said, what ashram? I can't go. I have problems. I have this to take care of. But everything has become quiet, and I'm here. I am.
Wow.
It's really amazing. I think it's something one has to experience live and first hand to understand. You can't do this sitting at home or watching videos or something. You have to come here and participate in all you can with your capacity, whatever. But I would urge everybody who is seeing this to somehow the Hi,
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
आनन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलम् अचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nithyanandam, I welcome all of the viewers who are gathering with us right now for this live Parashakti Akashic reading, and I welcome all of the viewers who are joining us in the various different social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and as well on YouTube as well. All of you who are joining with us from all the Kailasas across the world, the spiritual de facto embassies of Kailasa, the Devalayas, the Annalayas, the Gurukuls, every single one of you who are joining us. I welcome you for this Parashakti Akashic reading program. If you are joining with us today, right now, it means existence wants you to be here in this form. You are not an accident. You are an incident. You are a conscious miracle of existence. And existence is trying to express itself through you. So welcome to this sacred spiritual experience, your digital experience of the divine.
And this may be what you think as your first time in the presence of a divine cosmic being. But this is not the first time that this energy has graced planet Earth. So if you're watching this now, it is not a coincidence, but a cosmic intervention in your life to make you manifest what you want.
And how is this possible? How has this worked before? You might be wondering. Understand, today during this program, you will be able to experience these answers through the powerful cognitions as referenced from the ancient texts of Hinduism and revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
And now let's be seeing more about the Parashakti, the Divine Cosmic Mother. So Devi is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness, the Cosmic Mother. She is the source Shakti, It is her cosmic womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in, and the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on. Parashakti is the main sacred feminine of the divine and is also the divine consort of Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is the primordial divinity of Hinduism.
And understand, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has taught to millions that the first and foremost relationship is with the mother. The ability to learn and even the idea to relate starts with the mother. How to relate starts with the mother, and understand your idea to relate, your ability to relate starts with mother. Mother is too important way to connect with what you think as life, the universe, people around you. In the Vedic tradition, our rishis were aware your ability to connect with the mother should be directed towards the cosmos and towards life itself, towards people around you, everyone. It should inspire you to awaken your higher consciousness, and it should inspire you to express higher consciousness and have higher ambition. Connecting with life as a mother is the most sweetest, most beautiful, easiest form to connect with.
And today, out of his extreme love and compassion, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself and gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. And now let's understand what is the Baba Samadhi Darshan, the science behind the Baba Samadhi Darshan that we are all going to witness today. So the word Samadhi has two words in itself. So the word Sama means oneness and Adi means source. So Samadhi means one with the source, and Bhava means attitude or aspect. So Baba Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. And the word darshan means to have a glimpse of. So in the Vedic tradition, it is used to describe the moment when we behold a deity, an avatar, a saint, or an enlightened being, as just seeing such a being can cleanse the lifetimes, can cleanse karmas of lifetimes and create a deep lasting transformation in the receiver. And the darshan is a powerful conscious, superconscious vibration that is present around an avatar at all times, and he simply radiates darshan just as the sun continuously radiates light. And the auspicious moment when you are able to catch it becomes a moment of darshan for you, which raises you and gives you a superconscious breakthrough, and that is like hitting a reset button on your being.
Understand that the divine cosmic beings are real, and they manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through the deities and incarnation. Divine cosmic beings manifest through Archavatara, the deities in temples, and through the Baba Samadhi Darshan in Nijavatara, the incarnation.
And the Baba Samadhi Darshan is where the science of the Nijavatara manifests Paramashiva, the consciousness. And it is where the formless, the being of Paramashiva, expresses through the Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as Nijavatara, the physical form or embodied form for us to experience Paramashiva.
As an example, Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajarajeshwari and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form of Devi Meenakshi.
And the Archavatar, the deity, reflects the consciousness and the manifestation of the superconscious energy. But unfortunately, human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Archavatar directly. And so the avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create an experience of superconscious energies in all of us.
The Baba Samadhi Darshan awakens the Kundalini energy, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. This influx of energy actually visibly slows down the aging process, and it improves the immunity to disease. During the darshan, the whole brain becomes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, and transform our lives.
And during the Baba Samadhi Darshan, our neurons also mirror that of the avatar. So mirroring neurons activate the process of all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. And that is, the entire body can silently and without moving receive what is happening elsewhere through a process of direct observation, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar.
And now we will experience the Akashic reading from Devi Parashakti herself. Understand that Akashic reading is not prediction, it is a reading from the cosmic archive. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. In the dimension, time starts the past, present, and future. And because Akashic records are stored in Akasha, the space dimension, there's no past, no present, no future. That is why it is clearly called as happening, happened, and yet to happen, and everything is already clearly recorded.
And now let's have a small introduction or a small glimpse of the Supreme Point of Hinduism, who the Supreme Point of Hinduism is, the one who is giving us this pure and great science of Baba Samadhi Darshan.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, the macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities as a lifestyle.
And the Supreme Point of Hinduism is ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvagnapeetham, which is the Tondai Mandalayana, the incumbent emperor of Suryamsha Swangi Samrajyam, and the present 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam of Kailasona Shyamala Pita Sarvagnapeetham, and is the present Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akada, which is the largest monastic apex monastic order.
And as well, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar, the head of all the spiritual leaders of the Atal Akada, and he is the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam, and as well elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders in 2015.
And he is also revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched. He has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 different languages, which are English, Tamil, and Sanskrit. And these are translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. And the Supreme Point of Hinduism has over all the books that he has written is around more than 20 million copies of these books and articles have been downloaded, and he has given over 10,000 hours of discourses for humanity and reached and enriched 1 billion plus lives digitally, and is respected as a commentator of all the sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gitas, Jain Sutras, and many more.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is honored as the leader of Hinduism and the most awarded, internationally recognized and acclaimed Hindu leader and reviver of the 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudrakanyas and the Rudras, the Rishis and the Rishikas, the Bhairavas and Bhairavis, and Sannyasis. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the establisher of the largest Hindu university, Kailasa Nithyananda Hindu University in the world, with satellite campuses in more than 150 countries. And he is the establisher of the 1008 Kailasa Enlightenment ecosystem, and the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvagnapeethas. And finally, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the largest, has collected the largest amount of scriptures in the Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books.
And with that, we'll now be getting into the next segment of this program where all of us will be seeing the live demonstration of the extraordinary Shaktis given as a gift to humanity through the science of Diksha.
Sorry for the technical glitch. We'll now be entering into the next segment of today's program, and Manitya Madhurananda will be sharing with us about the different Shaktis of Paramashiva and how the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has manifested these Shaktis for each and every one of us to experience, has initiated us, and the Nithyananda Gurukul Balsams are going to be demonstrating the Shaktis for each and every one of you to understand the possibility that lies ahead of you. So we'll be right back with you after a very quick break and be proceeding into the next segment of today's program. So if I can request, actually, we can go ahead and get started with the next segment.
Yes. So today, all of you will be witnessing the live demonstration of the extraordinary Shaktis by the Balsams and the Nithyananda Yogis and the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And all of you will also be receiving the powers. You will be initiated into the powers of third awakening and various other powers in the Bhava Samadhi Darshan today. So all of you will be manifesting the powers of third eye, which is seeing with the eyes blindfolded, as well as many other powers. And some of you might be wondering where the third eye is located and how exactly the third eye works. So the third eye is a cosmic browsing center located between the brows, and which upon initiation, you can effortlessly express powers and see through the third eye, just as you would with your two eyes. So let's now understand what exactly are the Shaktis and how the Shaktis manifest. So in the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, divine powers of Paramashiva. And Paramashiva describes these Shaktis as a system, method, and science for human beings to explore the various states of consciousness and access to various states of consciousness. And these Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are the divine and you need to manifest the divine, not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. Now, some of you might have heard the term Siddhis, as it's a very common term used for any type of extraordinary manifestation. So let's see the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. Let's understand the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. So Shaktis manifest from the space of enlightenment and are expressed with deep feeling connection and high integrity with the Guru and a source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment and are achieved on the path of enlightenment. And Shaktis are also the Shaktis of Paramashiva. They manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation from the avatar and are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent and may divert you from enlightenment. And the source of all these Shaktis, Paramashiva, is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. And as the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, Paramashiva performs the Panchakritya, the 5 cosmic acts of Shrishti, which is creation, Sthiti, which is sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, which is rejuvenation, Throbhava, which is putting out a delusion, and Anugraha, which is liberating grace for all living entities. And as the avatar of Paramashiva, the supreme one of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the 1008th living incarnation of Paramashiva and representative of Paramashiva, as well as the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization, and the great cosmic goddess in the nation, the supreme point of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences in the modern day and transmitting it to the world record-breaking pace. So all these Shaktis were actually taught as a lifestyle in the Sanatana Dharma. It was taught as a lifestyle for everyone. And so now in the modern day, the supreme point of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it at a record-breaking pace, which is never accomplished before. And all of these Shaktis, this science and knowledge of these Shaktis, are passed down from one generation to the next through the science of Diksha, which is initiation from the enlightened gurus, and the supreme point of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was trained and taught these Shaktis and initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the powers of power manifestation for everyone to manifest the science of power manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga, Yoga powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Paramashivoham, and much more. And all of these powers, they manifest, as we had said before, they manifest with the fundamental cognition that you are the divine. So let's understand more about how you can manifest these Shaktis yourself. How can you manifest these divine Shaktis? So Swamiji says very beautifully, he says, every ultimate truth, jnana, is mapped into your consciousness, prajna, and manifests as a possibility and powers of every being, prajnana. So that is what Swamiji says for the manifestation of extraordinary Shaktis. And all of these Shaktis are authenticated through 4 aspects of evidences or pramanas. So the first is the Shastra Pramana, which comes from the Shastras, which are the eternal unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. And then the next is the Apta Pramana, which is where the Vedic rishis and scientists have time tested and verified these sciences, where the authorities, the Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, have verified and time tested these sciences. And then the next is the Atma Pramana, which is an account of the supreme point of Hinduism, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of the power manifestation. And then the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. And for some of you might be wondering, what exactly are the Vedas and Agamas? And so what exactly are the Vedas and Agamas, where Paramashiva has described all of these sciences? So the Vedas and Agamas is a living applied science for Hindus, where the ultimate truths are explained and expanded. And the Vedas and Agamas, the Veda Agamas, are given the status of Shruti as they're directly revealed by Paramashiva. They're the eternal unchangeable truths revealed. And a reference cited from these Shastras or source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana. So with that, we'll now be getting ready to witness a live demonstration of the powers of third eye after going through the Pramanas for these powers. So we'll be first entering into the power of third eye, which is seeing with the eyes blindfolded. So I'll be first chanting the Shastra Pramana for the power of third eye, which is seeing with the eyes blindfolded. So that comes from the Vijnana Vairava Tantra. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishtanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. So this is the Shastra Pramana for the power of third eye reading. And the Apta Pramana for this power of third eye reading is when Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. Natu mam shakyase drashto manenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogamaishwaram. And in this verse, Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. So this is revealed in the Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye during the revelation of Bhagavad Gita. So in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga is when Krishna initiates Arjuna to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan. He initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. So the 11th chapter, which has the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, the Vishwarupa Darshan, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through his third eye. And the Atma Pramana for this was when Swamiji had the enlightenment experience, and when he had the 360-degree vision, when he was able to see everything above him, around him, below him, all the 360 degrees. So this is when Swamiji experienced the power of third eye himself. And the Pratyaksha Pramana for this power is when using a PET, a positron emission tomography, study measures were done on the brainwaves of the Supreme Point of Hinduism himself. And it was measured that when doing daily activities, there was high activity measured in the brain where the third eye is located. And when in deep samadhi state, only the third eye region is active, and almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace. So this was the study measures done on the brainwaves of the Supreme Point of Hinduism himself using a PET. And with that, now that we've seen the 4 pramanas, we've understood the 4 pramanas for this power of third eye, we will now be witnessing the Sakshi Pramana of this power, where you will all be seeing a live demonstration of this power of third eye. Yes, so now with that, we will now be getting into the live demonstration of the powers of third eye. So with me now here, I have this eye band, which I'll be using for the power of third eye. In front, it is a thick opaque plastic sheet, and in the back, it is thick black sponge, which will not let any type of light to enter around my eyes. And this eye band is certified by ophthalmologists, and it is usually given for people who are not able to sleep properly, so it covers all the light around their eyes. And usually it's said that without light, you cannot see. So with this eye band being put on my eyes and all the light being covered, through my third eye, I will be reading anything which any of you would like me to read. You can put it in the comment section. So I have a volunteer with me who will be putting on this eye band on my eyes. And once that is done, anyone watching us on YouTube right now, live on YouTube right now, you can put any comments. You can put a sequence of emojis, numbers, pictures, letters, words, sentences. You can even put things that don't even make sense. And I will be reading it, seeing through the third eye and reading it. So now the volunteer will be putting on the eye band for me. You can all even put different languages, and I can trace it. Yes, so now the eye band has been put on me, all of you can see. I will be turning to my right, left, up, and down. So all of you can see that the eye band has been put. And now the YouTube comments will be projected in front of me, and it will also be projected to all of you. So yes, we have the first comment from Weasley Silva, who has put hello, Nithyananda. And yes, anyone else who is watching us right now, you can put your comments in the YouTube comment section. The comments are even being projected to all of you. Anyone who is watching us right now, you can put a sequence of emojis, numbers, letters, anything. Yes, so now we have Marlena Dorothy who has put blessings and love and then a heart emoji. And then we have Rajaya who has put Devi Parashakti and 3 Namaskar emojis and a star emoji with 3, a emoji with 3 stars, 1 huge star and 2 smaller stars. You can put anything. If anyone else wants to put anything, you can put anything. It can be a sequence of emojis, numbers. It can even be a different language that you think I may not be able to read. And even if I'm not able to read, I can draw the same thing and show it. You can even put something that doesn't make sense. So you can even put a scientific term, which you think I may not be able to pronounce, but I can for sure through the thread I'll be able to spell it out and even maybe pronounce it. So yes, now we have Ma Weasley Silva who's put 3 duck emojis and then another comment where she has put a cow emoji. And then Rajaya has put 5, 7, 3, and then and symbol, and then exclamatory mark and a question mark, and then emoji with 5 leaves. And the ducks that Ma Weasley Silva has put is green color ducks. And she has again put, oh, it's a duck. It looks like a duck, or is it a snake? Oh yeah, it's a snake. Ma Weasley Silva has put it's a snake and then put another emoji of that. And the snake is green. And then the cow that Ma Weasley Silva has put is white and brown. And then Rajaya has put perfect and 2 namaskar emojis and 3 thumbs up emojis. Anyone else would like to put your comments? And even whoever has already put comments, if you would like to put more comments, you can put it. Would anyone else like to put your comments? You can put anything you would like me to read. Okay, so now with that, we'll now be moving on to the next power. Okay, so we have another comment from Marlena Doherty. She has put a leg emoji, a picture of a foot. And then Ma Weasley Silva has put emoji of Jupiter, I guess, or Saturn, and then the Earth emoji. And it says there are a lot of pretty emojis available. Yeah, so you can put any any emoji you want me to read, and I will be reading it. I'll be seeing the emoji. Okay, so now with that, we'll now be moving on to the next power, the power of body scanning. So now I request a volunteer to remove the eye band. Okay, before that, I think we have Rajaya who has put something in Tamil. And we have Weasley Silva who is saying, I will be right back. Yes, ma'am. Yes, so Rajaya, today in the interest of time, I will not exactly be tracing the letters that you've given, but yes, it is a word in Tamil and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letters in it. Maybe I'll draw the first letter in the thing, in the word. So I have a plain paper over here. And now I'll be drawing that first letter. Okay, so this is the first letter which is there. And it says exactly correct, Ma, it's Rajavendan. Okay. Yes. So now with that, we'll be moving on to the next power of body scanning. I request the volunteer to remove the eye band. Yes, so now all of you can see the eye band is just as it was before. There's nothing added or removed from it. And with that, we'll now be moving on to the next power of body scanning. So anyone who would like a body scan can put your comments in the YouTube comment section and we will be doing a body scanning for you right after we go through the pramanas for this power, for the powers of body scanning. Yes, so now we'll be getting into the power of body scanning. So the first, the Shastra Puranas. The Shastra Purana for this power of body scanning comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshmataraani cha tatvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. So that is the Shastra Pramana for the power of body scanning. And the Apta Pramana for this power comes from the life of a Siddha whose name is Terayar. So Terayar was one of the prominent disciples of Agatyar, and one day a man suffering from severe headache comes to Agatyar. So then Agatyar, using the power of body scanning, reveals that there is a small Teraya type of frog sitting in the person's brain, and he immediately instructs Terayar, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. And once the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and cured of the headache, and thus Terayar gains his name, which is Terayar. And the Atma Pramana for this was revealed by Swamiji on the 22nd of December 2019. And Swamiji shared how when he had gotten the multiple compound hand fracture, he was rushed to the hospital, and it was revealed during the scan that Swamiji had been poisoned without their knowledge, without his knowledge. And then he used the power of body scanning to find out the imbalances which had happened in the body due to the poisoning. And then he used allopathy as a second opinion to verify his findings. So that is when Swamiji used the power of body scanning. And the Sakshi Pramana is shared by millions of people who have manifested this power after the initiation and after the Bhava Samadhi darshan. Many people have shared their experience of how they have manifested the power of body scanning. And now all of you will also be witnessing a live demonstration of the power of body scanning. So anyone who would like about a body scan, you can put your comments in the YouTube comment section, and we will be doing a body scan for you. So yes, we have Ma Weasley Silva who has asked for a scan. So now, Ma Weasley Silva, now I'll be doing a scan for you. Yes, so Ma Weasley Silva, for you, I was able to see that there is a small boil, just one, there's like a small heat boil which is forming in your stomach, and that is due to excessive heat in the body. And the heat is actually not being caused only because of the temperature, but it is also being caused because of the food that you're eating. Like the food that you are eating is creating more heat in the body and is getting more heat accumulated in the body. And I was able to see that the solution for that, actually any, you might have seen for the past 1 week, you are getting more tired more frequently. And that is the only reason for that is lots of heat in both the, more than the actual temperature around you, it's because of the food that you're eating, which is getting the heat accumulated in your body. So I was able to see the solution for that, for the solution for the boils being created in the stomach, for the solution of for the tiredness and headache that is that you are getting for the past 1 week or 2 weeks. The solution for that, which I was able to see, is to in the night keep a wet cloth on your stomach, and also in the morning, at least every alternative days, take a bath with cold water for the next 2 weeks. And also I was able to see that you should drink some hot water, and you can just drink hot water, maybe 2 cups a day. And apart from that, even in the normal water that you drink, don't drink cold water, like don't drink water which is kept in the fridge for some time, like don't drink ice cold water. Drink the normal temperature water that will help in cooling down the body. So this is what I was able to see for you, Ma. If you were able to relate, you can get back in the comments. And Ma Marlena Doherty is asking, does the next Nirahara Samyama start on the 1st of September? Is there something I can do now for this? You can check on the website, Ma. if that is the next date, then it would be great if you can follow that, as the Nirahara Samyama is something which Swamiji blesses you for. So it would be great if you can go according to the dates that are and go according to that. And if anyone else would like a body scan, you can put in the comment section and we will be doing a body scan for you. So, Ma Marlena Doherty, you can go to the befoodfree.kailasa.org and check, and you can do the Nirahara Samyama from there. You can get the instructions from there. And yes, now Rajaya has asked, please scan my body and why I have skin problem. Is there any reaction because of my action? Yes, okay, yes. Rajaya, now I'll be scanning for you. Yes, so Rajaya, for you, yeah, I was able to see that the skin problems that you're having is not because of any physical action, but it is because of lots of incompletion with your mother and also with your female side. So I was able to see that you have to do a lot of completion with your mother. Once that is done, you will also feel complete with your female energy and your female side. But you have to do completion with your mother first, and automatically you will see that all your skin problems, any rashes, any boils, anything which is there in the skin will heal. So you have to do completion with your mother. You can look at some satsangs, or you can even attend the Paramashivoham program, go through the completion process, then do that completion process with your mother. So that is the solution for you. And Ma Marlena Doherty is now asking for a body scanning. Yes, Ma, now I'll be doing a scan for you. Yes, Masuma Marlena Doherty. For you, I was able to see that there is a small blockage in your nasal path, and it is not near your nose, but it is near the it is more inside, like further from the nose. And I was able to see it's like a blockage of dust, and that has actually gone fully inside. It has gone completely inside. So to get rid of that, you have to do the Panchakriya, and you have to, especially the Neti, you should do, and that will help in getting healed from the nasal blockage and any other problem related to your breathing. So this is what I was able to see for Yuma. Do the Panchakriya and especially the Neti, and that will help you get healed. Yes, so Rajaya and Ma Martina Doherty, you can get back in the comment section. And Ma Weasley Silva, even you can get back in the comment section. And with that, in the interest of time, we will now be concluding this power manifestation segment and moving on to the further segments of this program, where we will be seeing who is Devi Parashakti and much more about, we will be learning much more about Devi Parashakti and what you can offer to Devi Parashakti. So now I request the NTV volunteer to project the next set of slides. Yes, so we'll be looking at the divine feminine consciousness. We can project the divine feminine consciousness slides now. So we'll be looking about who is Devi Parashakti, how Devi Parashakti is the divine feminine consciousness, as she herself is the divine feminine consciousness. So we'll be first looking at the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti, which comes from the Lalita Sahasranama Dhyana Shloka. Sindhuraruna vigraham trinayana manikya mauli spurate taranayaka shekharam smitamukhim mapina bakshoruham panivyamali purna ratna chashakam raktotpalam bibratim saumyam ratna gatasta rakta charanam dhyayet paramambikam. And the translation for this verse is, the Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body, with triple eyes, sporting a crown of rubies, studded with the crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jewel cup brimming with mead, and the other twirling a red lotus. And another Dhyana Shloka, which also describes the beauty of Devi Parashakti, which is mentioned in the Lalita Sahasranama Dhyana Shloka. Arunam karunam tarangatakshim dritapashankusha pushpabana chapam animadi biravratam ayukaihi rahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. And the translation for this verse is, I meditate on the great Empress. She is red in color and her eyes are full of compassion. She holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hands. She is surrounded on all sides by powers such as anima feres, and she is the self within me. And Devi Parashakti, out of her extreme love and compassion, Devi is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness and is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in, and the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, the source power, from which all of us came, in which all of us are in even now, and which all of us are going to merge. And out of her extreme love and compassion, Devi Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as the Nijavatara of the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. And Devi Parashakti beautifully says, she introduces herself in her own words. She says, raising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Himkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is in Kailasa, Sri Parachintamani, Parashodasi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi, as Nithyananda, I took Nijavatara here, to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranyagarbha Swarupani, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samrajya Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi. Taking the form of Nithyananda, I came here as Nijavatara. With great compassion, I am blessing, listen people, to do good to all of you. I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara. And Devi Parashakti also reveals, she says, raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva, manifesting as source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence, from the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three Shaktis, Icha, Kriya and Jnana, growing as four Vedas, expanding as five Panchabhutas, beyond six chakras, filled as Gotras of seven Rishis, expanding as eight directions, existing as nine Grahas, blossoming as 10 Indriyas, being as 11 Rudras, creating all the worlds, bringing life to tell and make truth blossom and to do good. Parashodasi Meenakshi, in the form of Nithyananda, I came to bless every one of you. And now let's see how we can receive Devi Parashakti. So literally you are seeing Paramashivoham Parashakti at that moment. She's there on your screen. So always receive her very traditionally. You can keep 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin in front of the screen as you watch Devi Parashakti. And for those of you who might be wondering why a coin is needed or what exactly is a coin considered as. So a coin is considered as the traditional dakshana in the Hindu tradition. So it can be the lowest value. In India, it can even be just a paise, and in the US, it can even be just a cent. Swami says, I am not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India, even 1 paise is okay. And you can offer that to Devi Parashakti. And once darshan is over, you can do namaskar and eat the banana, the betel leaf, and the betel nut. Take it as prasadam immediately. And the coins that you collect, you can send it to the Los Angeles temple for the further procedures. And some of you might be now wondering how this betel leaf and betel nut will benefit you, whether it is physically, mentally, emotionally, how will it benefit you? So this betel leaf and betel nut may look too small, but in a few days, you will see how much it adds to your sentiment that really she is there. You will not take the Devi Darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous unconscious behavior and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the powerful cognitions. It will break your unconscious behavior. And you can arrange the betel leaf, the betel nut, the banana, and the coin. You can arrange all of this on a plate and keep it in front of the screen. You can keep the betel nuts on top of the betel leaf and then the banana and the coin. You can set it up in the plate and keep it in front of the screen. So these 4 items are the 4 basic items which are kept as part of the tambulam, as the items to receive Devi Parashakti. But if you would like, you can also keep the additional items such as a coconut, some glass bangles, some kumkum, turmeric, and some flowers. But these 4 items, the betel leaf, betel nut, banana, and a coin, are the 4 basic items kept as part of the tambulam to receive anyone traditionally. So you can keep it, you can arrange it in a plate, keep it in front of the screen, and receive Devi Parashakti when she comes for the darshan. And with that, we come to a conclusion of this segment where we have learned who is Devi Parashakti and how we can receive Devi Parashakti when she comes for the darshan. So with that, we'll now be moving on to the further segments of this program where we will see what Devi Parashakti has revealed in the Akashic readings and how important it is for us to understand, follow, and understand, internalize, and follow what Devi Parashakti has revealed for humanity. So with that, we'll now be moving to the next segment of this program after a really short break. So please stay tuned.
Here is
Debbie.
the Australia Kailasa. How can I be so lucky and have a happy life in Kailasa? It's a long story. My name is Li Qi. My guru is His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Since I was very little, I already wonder what life for. I really want to know the result, the reason. A long time ago, I think if I earn enough money, I will be very happy person, and then life is for happy. I tried to earn money and then I really rich, but money didn't give me happy. Then I tried to get the happy life in romantic love. Then the really romantic love take me go lots of place. Too many stories during this time. But I still don't feel I get the result, get the life reason. Then I start study from book, from video, from religion in many different ways. And when I study Buddha, that time I really appreciate Buddha gives so much intelligence to me about life. But I don't think study is enough for me. I want to be Buddha. But I don't know how. Who can let me get there? One day I find the video in YouTube, introduce Swamiji in that video. I suddenly, my eyes open wide. I get it. He must be my guru. I can get there. He can let me get what I want to know. And he can take me home, real home. This kind of feeling, then I start study from Nithyananda Sangha. One day, Swamiji Satsang said he need people devote land, home, money to build up Kailasa. Then I discussed with my husband, decide to give the whole farm to Nithyananda. That time, because both of us believe help Swamiji means help whole world. It's a big decision, but we just discussed so short time already. Decide. I really appreciate my husband love me so much and believe me, trust Swamiji so much. Soon here will be big temple, Gurukul, Goshena, and library. Introduce this my story to you, just me. Don't give up any chance to be founding father of Kailasa. It's the best thing you can do in your life.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om
Nithyanandam, welcome back, dear viewers. Now let us enter into the next segment where we will understand some of the revelations Devi Parashakti has made to humanity over the last several months. We can go to the next slide, please. So Devi Parashakti revealed on Haritaki from the Cosmic Archives on the 18th of June 2021. Let us listen to Devi Parashakti's revelations and understand them a little bit more deeply today.
Om, Catherine Breton. Take Haritaki every night. Your anxiety and early morning depression will disappear. Om.
We can move to the next slide, please. So let us listen to Devi revealed, take Haritaki every night. Your anxiety and early morning depression will disappear. So let us understand this revelation a little bit more deeply and how Haritaki actually affects the anxiety and depression and how it can heal it. So the definition of Haritaki as per Ayurveda states that the power of Haritaki is recorded in the Chikishasthana, the special therapy section of the early Ayurvedic text, the Chakra Samhita, or the compendium of the Charaka, dating back to 300 BC. And Haritaki refers to one of the myrobalance as find in the Shiva Purana. Accordingly, by making gifts of Haritaki, one of the vital balance, chilies, cloth, milk, etc., and by installing the Brahman, the alleviation of the consumption is brought about.
You will live with so much health and long life. Especially when you take Haritaki and all, your lungs will become so pure, it will start converting the oxygen into energy. There's a beautiful statement in Siddha tradition, Katrai pusittu vaalum kalai, means eating the air and living. That capacity, bio-memory will be awakened in you. That is why I insist so much on Haritaki. Understand? I'll repeat. Neem, bit leaf, bilva leaf, tulsi leaf, turmeric, tamarind, Haritaki. If you keep all these as your food, regular food, that also in the liquid form, avoid solid food almost 100%. Go for liquid diet. I tell you, so much good will happen to you. Intellectually, emotionally, bioenergy, spiritually, physically, health, everything. Almost 90% I dropped eating, stopped eating. 90% of my food intake I stopped. Even an incarnation like me, the body is now so useful for the purpose by which I am possessing this body. You will live with so much.
So the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has revealed so much about Haritaki and the benefits of it. Let us understand more deeply about the benefits of Haritaki. And studies have shown that by taking Haritaki, there is actually an increase of 300% in oxygen levels. The oxygen levels in the blood increases to 300%. The whole stomach gets cleansed. This is one of the main things. The main thing is the whole blood becomes pure. 300% oxygen means equivalent to 2 hours of pranayama just from taking Haritaki alone. Your whole ulcer gets cleansed. The stomach has subtle, small ulcers. The whole ulcer gets healed. The mouth ulcer, the stomach ulcer, all get healed, and the oxygen level in the blood drastically increases. The laziness, sleep also comes down, and you feel as if you have done 2 hours of pranayama. So do not mix the powder. It is sarvaroga nivarani. Just like morning neem juice, night haritaki, your blood pressure, diabetes, everything will become normal. If you have mouth smell, take haritaki for 3 days. It will be healed. Mouth smells only because of stomach ulcers and the heat. You may be from any background. Haritaki is the healer of all diseases. Haritaki increases your longevity. The power of Haritaki, it just makes you young. So let us understand the gut-brain connection and how Haritaki, healing the gut, the stomach ulcers, all of the problems in the intestines actually affects your mental health. So as per Harvard research, it states the connection between the gut and the brain. And it recent study which studied the gut health and anxiety states that psychology combines with physical factors to cause pain and other bowel symptoms. Psychosocial factors influence the actual physiology of the gut as well as symptoms. In other words, stress or depression or other psychological factors can affect movement and contraction of the GI tract. So this is very clear that when you are depressed or when you are having anxiety or some kind of mental stress, it actually affects your entire GI tract, your gut health, your stomach, your intestines, everything. It has an effect and even affects your bowel movement in the morning. So the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has revealed that doing ajapa of the cosmic sound, Shiva, 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 with complete mind, applying banana peel and onion in the heels and going to sleep, and being in the state beyond any remembrance or forgetting in the Arunachala Purana, that blossoms as aham aham in the state of Ananda Purana. Everyone who thinks on me through these 8 ways, they will not have the effects of corona. They don't have fear and delusion of corona. You will live with prosperity, with wisdom and fortune. Me with you, you as me as you. You will live good life, even if you do one of these 8 ways. I will protect you. Corona will not reach you. Don't have fear, O people. Be blissful. I think we may have skipped a slide. If we can just go back. Okay. That's all right. We can go forward. So one of the ways that you can actually boost your immunity, and this is very clearly stated in Ayurveda as literally like a vaccine. It has the same effects as a vaccine does on your body. It boosts the immunity to any type of disease. And this very ancient traditional way of boosting your immunity is firewalking, and specifically the firewalking at the Sri Mariamman temple. And this has happened both in Singapore and Mauritius, and it happens very frequently during the rainy season in India. And this is something that the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has revealed as a sure way to ensure that you are being protected from any diseases. From time immemorial in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, one gets purified by the Agni, by the act of firewalking. In the Hindu Purana Ramayana, Sita, the incarnation of Devi Parashakti herself, undertakes the firewalking after Lord Rama rescues her from Lanka. And this whole process literally purifies the whole body. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism himself has on numerous occasions done the traditional firewalking. And this is a traditional vaccination and mutation process. Firewalking time, that small blisters that you get just shoots up your whole immunity. That power, the power to protect yourself from any virus or any problem. It's actually a powerful technique. It's a very powerful technique followed in those days. And this is the words of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism itself. So the Supreme Concept of Hinduism has talked on numerous occasions about firewalking as a traditional vaccination, and specifically a traditional vaccination for protecting yourself against COVID-19. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism reveals about this on the 13th of March, 2020, at the very beginning of this pandemic, when most of the vaccines that we know of right now had not even come into development yet. So let us listen to the Supreme Concept of Hinduism's revelations on this.
नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्ति मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahans, Mahans, Tanedar Kotari. All the living and practicing Hindus from all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. Paramashiva's message directly from Sri Kailasa. When love is triggered in you, if you cooperate with that energy flow and start acting, it will become Tyaga. When Tyaga is triggered in you, if you start cooperating with it and start acting, it will become love. Understand here, the master key, the key point is when they are triggered, acting, start cooperating, working. Beautifully, Paramahamsa Upanishad says, the moment you feel the Tyaga, without the fear of failure, renounce. And if you fail, it's okay. Only if you renounce 100 times and fail from your renunciation and Tyaga, you will be successful 101st time. Nothing great happens without efforts. Nothing is wrong in failing. Something is seriously wrong in not trying. I tell you, a failed sannyasi is million times greater than successful middle class mediocre grihastha. Because the depth with which he is attempting for Tyaga, the depth itself is too big. It's like in Indian villages we say, 8th pass, 10th fail. Surely 10th fail is much bigger than 8th pass. Because the very class is different. In any level, larger attempt for higher Tyaga is best. I tell you. Doing Tyaga of the mood swing is the highest Tyaga. Doing Tyaga of the mood swing. Nitya Puja helps the renunciation of mood swings. Every day morning 6 o'clock, you have to sit for puja. Then what happens, your mood swings become irrelevant. You see, always your mood is set. The trend for your whole day is set in morning, early morning when you wake up. So the moment you wake up, you know you have to do yoga and you have to do puja. Then your whole day is set to the best trend. Then naturally your whole day has to be best. I tell you, this Nitya Yoga and Nitya Puja is the most powerful way to renounce the mood swings, Tyaga of mood swings. Whenever the gas starts in the stomach, usually early morning when you wake up, that is the time stomach will be full of gas. The gas in the stomach makes you forget the higher ideals of your life. You can check in your own life. I tell you, renouncing the mood swings is the most pro-life decision you will take. That is one of the most pro-life decisions. Anyone who is integrated to the spiritual routine will not even know something called mood swing exists. Mood swings will become irrelevant to you. I tell you, coronavirus will be irrelevant for any practicing Hindu Indian village. Because this is the season. This is the season for the dangerous viruses to spread. And this is the season in all South Indian villages. I know for sure. All South Indian villages, there is something called Pachapattini Viradam. That traditionally it is believed Parashakti herself observes this Nirahara Samyama. It's a literally Nirahara Samyama. Just the buttermilk and Panagam. Panagam is the jaggery water. Only these two is drunk and no solid food. Please understand, Devi herself, Parashakti, does this fasting from Masimaham, Samayapuram Mariamman temple. That is the mother source temple of all Mariamman. Like all Nataraja temple, source temple is Chidambaram. All Shiva temple, the Shivalinga, if there is a Shivalinga deity, source temple is Tiruvannamalai, because that is where the Lingodbhava happened. All Nataraja, source temple is Chidambaram. Like that, all Mariamman temple, the source temple is Samayapuram Mahamariamman, Samayapuram Kannatta. In that temple, Devi herself starts the fasting, Nirahara Samyama, Pachapattini Viradam. From Masimaham it starts. She is given Nivedyam only the Panagam, jaggery water and buttermilk, nothing else. And I think maybe coconut water. Just these 2-3 liquids are only offered as the Nivedyam, offering for her. No solid food is offered as Nivedyam. It's called Pachapattini Viradam. Parashakti herself does this Vratam. It means the whole village follows. Not just that village, every village follows. Do exactly what is recommended for coronavirus in the modern days. Just you do Pachapattini Viradam, that's all. Corona is irrelevant to you. Jaggery water, buttermilk, and adding neem in your life means keeping neem leaves outside the house, keeping neem leaves near your bed, and lot of turmeric in your bath and in your food, means in your juices. Turmeric, neem, jaggery water, buttermilk. The whole Pachapattini Viradam, if you observe, that is enough. Corona is irrelevant. And I also wanted to announce, this is a formal announcement from Kailasa. All of you please obey the instructions from your governments, your country, law of the land, because in many countries, Corona is really becoming a serious problem. So please, all of you, obey your country's laws. Whichever country has banned large gatherings, please cooperate with your country's government's advice. I wanted all the disciples to know that they should follow your local government's advice and announcements related to Corona. I heard that in USA and Canada, some other countries, the governments have announced that no large gatherings. Please follow your nations, your governments, your country's advice and recommendations and announcements as a precautionary steps. No need to panic, but have all the precautionary steps taken. I wanted to announce in all the Kailasas will follow the local government's advice and announcements and requirements related to Corona. And I also recommend devotees and disciples not to do any international travel. And I want all over the world, all devotees to take up Pachapattini Viradam for Mahamariyamman. Let us pray to Mahamari to bless us and protect us and heal the whole world from this Corona problem. I think let us do Pachapattini Viradam, take it up very seriously. Parashakti herself is doing. So along with her, let us all do Pachapattini Viradam. I'll get the precise procedures done in Samayapuram and share it with you all. And after all, we have all done Nirahara Samyama multiple times, so it is easy for us. Let's all do Pachapattini Viradam along with Samayapuram Mahamari and pray to Devi to heal the whole world and clear this whole coronavirus problem, and continuous Mahavagya chanting from your own home. Let us do live marathon relay of Mahavagya chanting and healing and Pachapattini Viradam all over the world for Mahamariyamman. Let's install Mariyamman in all our temples, homes. Installing Mariyamman is very easy. Just you need to make a turmeric paste, and with that simple form which you can make by your own hand, and invoke Mariyamman in that and start praying. If you don't have a deity, if you have a deity, great.
If not, at least do this. I'll give a detailed procedure as it is done in Samayapuram. Let's all start Pachapattini Viradam to heal the whole world. Not only protect all of us from corona, to heal the whole world. Because we are Kailasavasi. It's our spiritual responsibility to solve any problems humanity faces. Any problem humanity faces. Kailasa has a spiritual responsibility to solve it. It's our spiritual responsibility to solve any problem planet Earth is facing. So this corona is a too big problem planet Earth is facing right now. So let's do Pachapattini Viradam and solve the whole problem through the grace of Mahamari, Parashakti. Surely Parashakti can heal this whole thing and clear the whole corona problem.
We can go to the next slide. So, the Supreme Concept of Hinduism reveals all about the benefits of firewalking, the benefits of the Pachipattini Vratam, and of course, the benefits of praying to Samayapuram Mahamari, who is Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's own Ishtadevata, his own Kula Devata, sorry. And there has been numerous articles that have been published on the benefits of firewalking. And one article stated that Tony Robbins brought firewalking to the West, and he is considered as one of the figures that advocate for firewalking as a solution to solving life problems, including dealing with fear and practicing incredible and consistent states of management. He believes that walking on fire helps to tap into the subconscious and takes advantage of the power of the mind. And other articles that have been published on firewalking from the International Institute for Body-Mind Integration on firewalking states that firewalking rituals are performed in many cultures all around the world. And as we saw, for example, during religious festivities, research has shown that a form of elation, ecstasy, extreme joy, high levels of internal dialogue and fulfillment characterize firewalking. So you can see that there has been plenty of research showing how firewalking actually increases the ecstasy within the body. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also revealed on the benefits of applying turmeric in the chest, drinking neem juice, and meditating on the divine form of Swamiji himself. And research published in the National Center for Biotechnology Information in the US on the health benefits of turmeric. So the primary ingredient in turmeric is curcumin, which been studied very extensively in the West and has been known for its anti-inflammatory benefits. And traditionally known for its anti-inflammatory effects, curcumin has been shown in the last 2 decades to be a potent immunomodulator agent that can modulate the activation of T cells, B cells, macrophages, neutrophils, natural killer cells, and dendritic cells. And these are all cells that are part of the immune response. So this literally boosts your immune response. It helps your immune cells actually fight diseases. So curcumin can also downregulate the expression of various pro-inflammatory cytokines, like including TNF, IL-1, IL-2, IL-6, IL-8, IL-12, and the chemokines, which are most likely through inactivation of the transcription factor NF-kappa B. So these cytokines, these pro-inflammatory cytokines, are responsible for inflammation within the body. So curcumin actually helps in downregulating these cytokines, these pro-inflammatory cytokines, so it actually reduces the inflammation within the body. So this is extremely good for the health in multiple ways. So the gist of the research carried out by the National Center for Biotechnology Information states that turmeric can modulate the activation, like we said, it can modulate the activation of various immune cells, and it also enhances the body's antibody responses. And with a strengthened immune system, you'll be able to more likely to stay healthy and be able to maintain an active lifestyle. So neem can also help in fighting against coronavirus, and this was found on India.com. And here's how. An important part of Ayurveda, neem can be effective in dealing with the novel coronavirus infection. So let us learn about how this can happen. So neem leaves are fit to cure COVID-19. Some claim that leaves of neem trees can actually cure coronavirus or reduce the symptoms of coronavirus. And another article published states that turmeric neem is effective against coronavirus, according to a KGM study. So with complete mind, applying banana peel, onion in the heels, and going to sleep can also boost your immunity and boost your body's strength and detoxification for the body. And in Medical Daily, it emphasizes the beneficial properties of onions for our health. Onions contain a high amount of sulfur compounds, which not only give onions their recognizable smell, but are also powerful detoxifying agents. It states in Medical Daily, with more than 100 sulfur-containing compounds, which are what cause the eyes to tear up. Onions can prevent and treat ailments from diabetes to heart disease with consumption. So onions, as we know in Ayurveda and Hinduism, are not necessarily used for daily consumption, but specifically they're used for people who need the effects of onions for various diseases. They're literally used as for medical purposes, for medicinal purposes, rather than just daily consumption for the taste. Onion is very well known for its medicinal purposes in Ayurveda. And an article published in Sorry, this is a technical glitch. If I could request the volunteer to stop the screen share and restart, like there is a little technical glitch. So as we can see, the different pandemic Hinduism from the beginning of the pandemic, from literally March of 2020, has been continuously revealing different traditional methods for keeping your body healthy, for maintaining your strong immunity, and for ensuring that you are staying protected during this ongoing pandemic. So, an article published in the Journal of Phototherapy on onion detox effects states that the downstream products are a complex mixture of sulfur-based compounds. Compounds from onion have been reported to have a range of health benefits, which includes the anti-carcinogenic properties. So it actually helps fight against cancer, the antiplatelet activity, the antithrombotic activity, the anti-asthmatic activity, and antibiotic activity effects. So the onion has very, very strong effects in the body and can help with various diseases from asthma to fighting bacterial diseases. So the onion has great health benefits and it's also known very well in Ayurveda to be used for its medicinal purposes. Slide, please.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.